Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Awakened Intuition. My name is Steve, and I'm here to talk to you about the light workers of the world today. Before I get into the main topic of the video, I would like to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for coming out here, posting comments, letting me know if my advice and my perspective work for you, and more importantly, helping us build this community up. So thank you. We're almost at 25 subscribers. That's almost a quarter of 100 people. Man, it's great. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into this right away. So first of all, the light worker. What is the light worker? I actually have a funny story about light workers and how I knew that I was one. Most of the time in this world, when you're on the spiritual path, the information that you need at the right time will come to you. Sort of like intuition, it will just appear like a sign or synchronicity, and you'll say, that's it, right? This happened to me when I was a light worker. So first, what is a light worker? It's a type of person or a type of soul that many believe have come to Earth in reincarnation that have basically agreed to shoulder a burden of darkness and work their light to expand the Earth's positive energy. Okay? Now, I know to some people that might sound a little esoteric and out there, but if you're watching a video like this, you probably already are on board with what I'm saying. So I'm going to proceed and assume that that's the case. Now, the light worker, it's something that we probably already intuitively know on a deep subconscious level, but we just haven't been exposed to it yet. Let me put it in perspective for you. When I had my ego death spiritual awakening in my senior year of high school, which is about 6 years ago now, I actually fell into this dark place. I went to the dark night of the soul. I didn't exactly have any signs or anything really telling me where to go, but I knew that I wanted to change, and I knew I wanted to do the right thing, and my path had begun. Now, I went away to college, and of course the symptoms only got worse. I lived in Potsdam, New York, the freezing cold, if it's not symbolic enough. Dark mental state moved to a dark, cold place. Was a fun time, of course, there were ups, but you get the point. And well, I kept having these symptoms come up, okay? And I kept having this, loss of understanding of what was going on. When I suddenly saw a comment on a random YouTube video, it wasn't even about spiritual things. It was about something totally different. I couldn't tell you exactly what it was, but it was very random, completely unrelated to what we're talking about right now. And there was a comment, and it just said, light worker. No likes on it, nothing pinned down. It was just light worker. As I was randomly scrolling through the comments, I stopped and I said, what is that? What is that? And I was curious, and I knew I had to look it up. Well, rest assured, I looked it up, and I realized that all of these things were exactly what I was. It blew my mind, and actually was the perfect piece of information that I needed to know. There are a lot of weird synchronicity type things like that have happened to me personally that maybe I'll share in this video later on, or maybe in another video, but that is one of them. And chances are, if you're watching this, you might have found it through a similar way, or you have been curious through a similar way of information just coming to you. So how do you know you're a light worker now? Let's say you found it and you say, okay, light worker, what does this mean? Well, I'll tell you. But there are certain qualities that imbue somebody with the characteristics of a light worker, okay? A light worker is, again, somebody who has come to share a specific passion or light within our world, simply enough. But some simple signs to show you are, you may not think that there is enough time in this world or in this life. You may feel that there is this sense of impending shortness, and you say, I have to hurry. This has to happen. Something is happening. There's not enough time. You just feel that you're really pressed for time, like time is accelerating more and more, and you feel like there's not enough time. This is a major symptom. You always feel like the world is on the brink and that there needs to be a lot of work to get done, and you don't exactly know what that means, perhaps, but you know intuitively that something has got to give, right? That's certainly a sign. I would say another sign, and a big one, is that you have felt that you have been essentially different or an outcast your whole life. Yeah, your whole life. As early as you can remember. It's pretty serious. When I was in, honestly, probably like 3rd or 4th grade, I remember standing around, and this is true, and look, I'm a social person, but I still get these weird thoughts, and I was standing around and I was looking at all these people having fun. And I distinctly remember thinking, what is this? What is this point? This doesn't make sense to me. What are we doing? Even from that young age, when I was a kid, I always had questions about space. I asked my mom one time in the car, I'm gonna have been like 5 years old, 6 years old. I said, I was asking her about heaven and where do we go when we die and what happens and how are we supposed to go. I don't think those are really normal questions for a young child to ask or consider. So if you are having these questions in your mind and you feel like you've been on the outside, most likely you're a light worker. You have a sense of longing to return to home, right? You have a sense of longing to go somewhere that you don't even know where it is. You don't feel like this is home. You feel like something's not right. So that's a thing. And it is a major sign of the light worker path. Another sign that you are a light worker, in fact, is that you feel like there is an epic underlying life purpose that you have to achieve, essentially, right? Now, part of the problem is when you become spiritually awakened, you are thrown into a huge whirlwind of emotions and issues and things that come up in confusion, and you don't exactly know where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to do, for that matter, right? But you have this sense that you are running out of time, that you're not from here, and that there's an intense purpose that you have to fulfill, and you don't even know what that is, right? That in itself can be a very tricky thing to deal with. And I can tell you right now that the purpose changes. The purpose changes. Everybody thinks that when they're a light worker, they're supposed to tell everybody all the stuff they found out. There's the aliens, there's this, there's the Earth is being destroyed, all this stuff's coming up. What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? And I know, you know what, in my own personal experience, that doesn't work. And I think a lot of people would agree. If you go up to somebody right now, family, friend, and you tell them about what I'm telling you, and they don't know about this stuff, they are not going to understand you. Maybe because they just haven't been exposed to the information, but 9 times out of 10, they're not going to want to understand you because it's going to be scary to them. It's going to be intimidating to them. This happened to me so many times with my parents and so many times with other people. I'd be like, dude, this is happening right now. Like, look. And it was weird. People didn't want to hear what I had to say. They said, are you out of your mind? You're talking crazy, Steve. You're talking crazy. But it's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's just a different level of awareness that we happen to have. And I'd like to say that just because you are a light worker, I am a light worker, he, she is not a light worker, does not mean that we are better or worse than them. I want to clarify that. Just because we accept this burden to do this thing, consciously or not, doesn't mean that they're better or worse than us, okay? We are here because we chose to do this and because the world, the earth, needs it, okay? So what is the point? Well, the best advice for a light worker is to do your thing. Figure out what your thing is. What is your thing? What do you do? What gives you passion? What gives you inspiration? If it's not coming from the heart space, it's not going to be as powerful. The results aren't going to be as good, okay? There are a few things that do this for me. I feel like I can be a kind of widespread person. I have a lot of hobbies. I've been drawing since I was a kid. I would get, everything in between. But I am a musician, first and foremost. I teach music for those who are new to the channel and didn't know. And I also play music and write music. That's a really big outlet for me. It always has been, and it is where I make a lot of my money and how I make my living, essentially. But this is also an important thing of mine in my life, this spiritual aspect. I feel like I need to talk to you and build a community and put my perspective out there because it's such a massive part of my life. And if I don't talk about it, I feel like, one, I'm doing a disservice to myself since most people wouldn't understand, and you do. And 2, I'm doing a disservice to the people because I feel like I can help and that they can help me and we can just grow together, right? But that may not be for you. You may not want to be a music making spiritual guide. You may not want to do that. You may want to be a hiking painter. You may want to do all kinds of things. You may want to be an athlete. You may want to be a sculptor. I don't know. They're endless. And the thing is, the beauty of it is, everybody has their own path. Everybody must work their light in a unique way. When we sit here and we focus on the negatives and we don't come from a true heart space and a true inspired thought, it doesn't work as well. It doesn't get the same reception, okay? The people aren't going to understand you that you're talking to about all this spiritual information. They're not going to get it. So my advice is, do what is right for you. Put the intention out there of what it is that you want to become, what you want to know, what do you want to be, and the information will come. The information will be attracted and manifested to you in such a way, like the law of attraction. Okay, light workers are powerful manifestors. I would say that's the fourth sign about light workers. We are a powerful collective of manifestors, which is exactly what we need. Have you ever noticed as a light worker that the things that you think especially become apparent in your reality? The things that you think become especially apparent in your reality. You have an actual self-awareness that you are creating your reality around you, negative or positive or neutral, whatever the emotional state. That's a light worker trait, especially. And yes, everybody can do this, but a spiritually expanded light working mind, a creative tapped in mind, will of course tap into the manifestation powers more quickly. So if you are manifesting your thoughts into physical reality much faster, it's a pretty strong chance you're a light worker, especially with those other signs I had mentioned before. And then the fifth one, I would say the fifth sign of knowing that you're a really good light worker, or that you are on the path of being a light worker, is that you are basically attracting all of these number synchronicities, and that you are an empath. That's really 2 in 1. That you are attracting these number synchronicities. I get them all the time, honestly every day, probably 4 or 5 times a day. And that you are highly sensitive. I'd say that's actually better. Number 5, you're highly sensitive. Because I was trying to divide it into 2 different ways, but you're highly sensitive to information and energy. And synchronicities are a form of energy. They come to you as information that you put out, that again you perceive, and you are sensitive to the energy around you from other people, right? You have an awareness of what, not exactly what they're thinking, but what they're feeling, right? So as people that are doing this, we have to ground ourselves, be unique, do not be another cog in the machine, and go our own way, right? The light worker way is a way of struggle and growth, because we are choosing, and as I wrap up this video here, we are choosing this burden. Remember that. Everyone says, why is this so hard? Why is this light worker thing so hard? Why is the spiritual journey so hard? Because no one else is going to do it. Let that sink in your mind for a second. The collective people and consciousness is in a negative primal state. Yes, we've come a long way, but we descend, our descendants are primal, our descendants are savage, you know? And that's not to say there aren't exceptions, but we come from animalistic instinct. We come from a second, lower density emotional frequency. And now we're in a technological era, okay, on this earth with free will. And it seems like we are running out of time, don't you think? The climate is, worsening. The politicians are more BS every day on every side. It's all BS. It's all fucked up. And I'm sorry, excuse my language, but we have to fix it, right? And everybody wonders how, what's the way? You just have to be a better, more light-hearted person. That's the only way to attract more light into the world. And in order to do that, we must purge through the darkness. We must bear the burden. That is the light worker way. And I know how hard it is. And I'm just saying this to you because I've been through it. I know how hard it is. Whether you're going through the dark night of the soul, or you have these emotions, or these things are coming up. But the point is, we are here to go through it because we can. We don't sign up for things we can't handle. When you feel like quitting, please do not quit. I've been there. Don't give up. Don't take the life. Don't jump off the edge. Don't do that. Stay strong. It gets better. Life gets good. You get your space. You will create a lighter environment. People will be inspired by you. Okay? I know it kind of took a dark turn, actually, this video, but that's part of the gig. You know what I mean? There's lots of great things about being a light worker. The psychic awareness, the synchronicities, the signs, the empathic nature, the understanding, the creative faculty that we have. All of these things are amazing. But there is the flip side of the coin. And I know it's hard, but don't let it drag you down. Flip it around. Return it into something positive. That is what we're supposed to do. It's easy to get willy-nilly and all sad and depressed about the dark times, but our job is to change it into something positive and benefit the people. Okay, I am a human being. I am a spiritual person living a human experience. I have my problems too. I have my insecurities. I have things I worry about, which I really shouldn't. And yet I come here to you even when I am not in my strongest. And when I am at my strongest, it is because it is my duty to come to here and talk to you, right? That is the same mindset we need. We have to push through the dark times, and we have to relish in the good ones, because what else can we do? If we don't do it, the people will not change. The collective mindset will not change. Sounds like a big burden, and maybe it is, but it's for the greater good, and it's going to make a huge difference in our lifetime. And I already feel how much progress is being done, how these old systems are just crumbling, and how new things are coming our way. New things are coming our way. So it's been a whirlwind of a video, hasn't it? I told myself actually in my free time before I end this again, now this is just me talking, is that I really wanted to open up more in front of the camera and talk more about my real personal experiences and my real raw reaction of what I'm feeling. And I think I have somewhat captured that here, which is good. You know, I was a little nervous to do that in our previous videos, but I'm starting to come out of my shell. I'm a teacher in music, and now I'm a teacher in here, and I have to be authentic and tell you how it is, and that is my job. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for bearing this burden and working through the tough times. I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you for all the kind words you've been giving me the past few days. We're almost at 25 subscribers again. Amazing. So like this video, leave a comment of what you thought or what you're going through. If it was helpful, let me know what's going on in your life. I'd love to comment and respond back to you and build this community. And most importantly, subscribe and hit the bell. We're gonna do this. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna rock the house, okay? So thank you from the bottom of my heart for hearing what I have to say, and thank you for going through these tough times and the good ones and being the awesome person that you are, okay? So I will see you in the next video. Peace.